What up, Gap Gang? It's your boy Rod here with Bridging the Gap. And this video is sponsored by Factor. Factor 75 is a fresh, ready-made meal prep delivery service that delivers delicious and delectable meals to your doorstep. Factor's chef-created meals are fresh and never frozen, and I've been smashing on these meals for years, and they are absolutely delicious. They're designed by dietitians to ensure that every meal is packed with premium, science-backed nutritional quality. So throw out the old meal prep, the chicken and broccoli and rice, and stop doing dishes. Screw all of that. And also, you can say goodbye to all that unhealthy fast food. No more McDonald's and Burger King. Get rid of it. Stop even looking over there because you got Factor meals at home and you're ready to pop those bad boys in the microwave for 2 minutes and get to it. Now, the cool thing about Factor is their menus are updated weekly and include 27 plus meals plus 34 plus add-on options. So you can choose your favorite meals, or you can even let them craft your order based on your taste preferences and your previous meal history. Now, what's really dope is the convenience Factor gives you, because it's going to save you time and it's going to alleviate your stress. Have you ever been stressing about what's for dinner, what's for lunch? No. Those days are behind you if you order some Factor meals. There's no prep, there's no mess. They cut out all the stressful meal planning and extensive prepping, so meals come together in minutes. So just take out all that guesswork and just order you some Factor meals. Also, if you're like trying to reach your fitness goals and get your body right for summer 23, then you might want to check out Factor, because they give you food that is going to help you hit your macros, hit your daily goals through nutritious, purposeful eating, and all of their ingredients have integrity and they're dietitian approved. So, yeah, man, use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code FACTOR SE35704. And with that code, you are going to get 50% off of your first box. So you need to run over to that website right now. Don't walk, don't jog. Run over to the website, put in that code, and order you some Factor 75 meals, because you're not going to regret it. Hey, and let them know I sent you. Now let's get into the video. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to our channel, guys. I'm Rod. I'm here with my dad,
Rod Sr.
And we are Bridging the Gap. Yes, sir. The boys is back with another fire reaction video for you. If you enjoy our reaction videos, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Also, drop a comment and let us know what we should react to next. Also, turn on your post notifications so you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And if you like our videos but you want to see the uncut, unedited versions, then make sure you check out our Patreon. The link is in the description. And shout out to all our patrons. We appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. All right, Dad. Today we are going to listen to an album called Blond by Frank Ocean. Do you remember Frank Ocean?
Yeah, I remember we listened to an album of his.
Yeah. We listened to Frank Ocean's debut album, Channel Orange, and you had a pretty positive reaction to that. And yeah, the people have asked ever since we dropped that video that we listened to his follow-up album.
Oh, really?
Yep. And so just some background. Frank Ocean. What are you looking for?
I thought I bought my chapstick.
Oh.
But anyway.
All right. So yeah, Blonde by Frank Ocean. It is his second studio album. It was released on August 20th, 2016. And yeah, it's got guest vocals from Andre 3000, Beyonce, Kim Burrell, among others.
These are the featured guests on this album?
So yeah, the production.
Beyonce. Yeah. He got some big names on here.
Yeah. And then also he's got some production by himself, as well as Pharrell, as well as John Bryan, who did a bunch of the stuff with Kanye's earlier work. James Blake, we've heard him on some of Travis Scott's stuff. So yeah, he's got a ton of great musicians working on this with him. And it's also was confirmed by Ocean that this is a follow-up to Channel Orange, which is another concept album. So yeah, there was a lot of hype leading up to this. There was a lot of pushbacks. People were waiting for this, and it finally came out, and we were pretty satisfied as Frank Ocean fans.
Oh. Well, hopefully it lives up to the hype.
Yep. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. The first track is titled Nikes.
Nikes.
Yeah. And this is produced by Malay, Omos Keith, and Frank Ocean. So here is track 1, Nikes.
Okay. Frank Ocean, I can't get Billy Ocean out of my mind. I'm like, I always thinking, oh, he's gonna start singing.
They looking for a check. Tell them it ain't likely. Said she need a ring like Carmelo. You must be on that white like Othello. R.I.P. Pimp C, R.I.P. Trayvon. That nigga look just like me.
You know who Pimp C is now.
That my little cousin, he got a little tray. Your girl keep the scales, a little mermaid. We out by the pool, some little mermaids. Me and them gel, like twigs with the bangs. Now that's a real mermaid. You know your brain.
We'll let you guys prophesy. We'll let you guys prophesy. We gon' see the future first.
Is that beat switch?
We'll let you guys prophesy. We gon' see the future first. Living so the last night feels like a past life. Speaking of the don't know what got into people. Devil be possessing homies. Demons try to body jump. Why you think I'm in this bitch wearing a fucking yarmulke? Acid on me like the rain. Weed crumbles in the glitter. Rain, glitter. We let. When you're not here, I'll save some for you. I'm not him, but I mean something to you. I mean something to you. I mean something to you.
All right, that is track number 1, Nikes. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
That was an interesting song. I thought the production was really cool. The drums kind of carried the song, the different drum beats and switching back and forth. And I like that little touch he puts in there where he did that sort of like a rapid fire sound, like something on drumline or something like that. Yeah, that was nice. The lyrics were great. Easy to follow. Some of the things he referenced to, I didn't know. It's probably some hip stuff that I just don't know about. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I thought it was a decent song. I thought it was really good. It was some things in there that kind of resonated to me. It was one part where he said something about he's not in love with her, but he'll make love to her. And then it was something about he cares for you, but he doesn't care for you. Something like that. I don't know. It was kind of interesting. He's like philosophizing. And I was like, how old is this guy? Man, he sounds like he's spitting out a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
The shoe part, yeah, it was like he's. I ain't gonna buy you no shoes, but I hit it though.
Yeah, he says these bitches want Nike and they looking for a check.
Yeah,
I tell them it ain't likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a really great job of just comparing like relationships and interpersonal conflicts and stuff with just like everyday things and just making it just poetic. He's very like
making it poetic, but at the same time, when you start listening to what he's saying, it's like, damn, man, people are so freaking materialistic, man. Because you remember when Nikes was at its peak and people was getting jacked for their shoes and stuff like that, man. People died over Nike.
Yeah, for sure.
You remember that?
For sure.
That was crazy.
What'd you think about because like the first half of the song, it's like that pitched up.
Yeah, that was is that some kind of a I don't know, like a Roger Troutman kind of machine where he makes his voice sound like
Yeah, it's not that same.
Distort.
It's not that same thing, but
No.
yeah, it's just like a vocal effect. They just pitched up the vocal to a higher tone.
Oh, is that how they do it?
Yeah, it's just.
I'm not familiar with all the electronic stuff that goes on.
Yeah,
there
it's just
still,
like probably a little button.
Oh, okay. Because they kind of remind me of how they change their voices with like I said, with the Roger Troutman's kind of thing. I don't know how they did that either, but
Yeah,
I thought maybe they had something similar that they used to change his voice the same way. But okay, I got it. Yeah, it was interesting. That's why I said it was interesting because of what he did with his voice and the way he went in and out and the switch up he was at one speed and then he switched it over and then he was another speed and then he went back and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
for
sure.
I like that. What'd you think about it?
Oh, I love this song. I love this album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love Frank Ocean. He's one of my favorites.
Oh man, the last name just can't get out of my head though, man. I'm just like shit, and I don't particularly care for the other artists, his music.
Billy Ocean.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I know any Billy Ocean songs.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not missing it.
Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and move into the next track. This is track number 2, and this is titled Ivy.
Wait a minute.
What?
Ain't Beyonce's daughter named Ivy?
Oh yeah, Blue Ivy. Yeah, that's true. Is this the one that? I think this is the one that has Beyonce vocals on it. I think. Let me see. No. I think Pink and White is the one with Ivy with Beyonce vocals on it. But that is interesting. I didn't even ever put that together. Okay, yeah. This is track number 2. This is Ivy. I love the song. This is produced by Omaz Keith, Frank Ocean, and Rostam. Here we go.
I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. The start of nothing. I had no chance to prepare. I couldn't see you coming. The start of nothing. Ooh, I could hate you now. It's quite alright to hate me now.
Let's go.
When we both know that deep down, the feeling still deep down is good. If I could see through walls, I could see you faking. If you could see my thoughts, you would see your face.
That's his natural
Safe
voice
in
right
my
there.
rental, like an army truck back then. Everything sucked back then. We were friends. I thought that I
They
was
suck back then. Just they have good memories.
The start of nothing. I had no chance to prepare. I couldn't see you coming. The start of nothing. Ooh, I could hate you now. It's quite alright to hate me now. But we both know that deep down, the feeling still deep down is good.
Give me a feel like they're sitting around a campfire playing a
In
guitar.
the house in your hotel.
I can feel that. Yeah.
Arm around my shoulder so I can tell how much I meant to you, meant to sit back then. It's not the same. Ivy's illegal. Don't you remember? Broke your
Ivy's
heart
illegal.
last week.
Oh, that was an interesting
Probably
line.
felt
To look
better
that up.
by the weekend. Still remember. Had you going crazy, screaming my name. The feeling deep down.
Sounds like a complicated relationship here.
For sure.
I'm listening to a horror movie there, bro. Demons jumping out of the wall and shit. Yeah, that was
He's like
interesting.
breaking a guitar or something.
Oh, he mad now. Ooh. Temper.
All right, that's track number 2, Ivy. What do you think about that one, Dad?
I don't know what he's talking about. Ivy's underage, illegal.
Let me see. You ain't a kid no more. We'll never be those kids again. Let me see. Get these guys out of here.
And what's tripping me out was he was talking about he loved her. They started from nothing. But then he said it's good, but then he said it's bad. They got to hate each other. He said, you can hate me, and it's okay that I hate you. I hate you, and it's okay to hate me. I'm like, dude, do you love her? You hate her? What does that mean?
So it says here, ivory is a hard-wired material obtained. Okay, we know that. Ivory is also slang for cocaine. Frank may be saying that their love affair involved some long nights in cocaine and have become more aware of the legal repercussions of it as they grew older. He's essentially saying,
I totally missed the mark.
He's essentially saying that their love was a product of their reckless youth and was heightened by drugs. But now that they've grown up, it will forever remain just a perfect memory.
All this time I was thinking he was talking about some babe he was kicking it with. And he's talking about some coke.
Well, I mean, he is talking about a past love. So the chorus is, thought that I was dreaming when you said you love me, the start of nothing. So it ends up being nothing. He's kind of looking back on it. I had no chance to prepare. I couldn't see you coming. So it was like, it was just kind of fate. They ran into each other and they ran their chorus, but it ended up not working out. Ooh, I could hate you now. It's quite all right to hate me now, but we both know that deep down the feeling still deep down is good. So we still have good memories of each other and we still, care about each other, but looking back, it's all bad.
Yeah. In the halls of your hotel.
Arm around my shoulder so I could tell. Yeah, so what do you think about I guess like the production and
Production was pretty decent, I thought. It was kind of like I said before, it gave me a feel like he was sitting around a campfire or something and just singing this song. I don't know why they gave me that feeling like he's playing a guitar, or something. And then and then the switchbacks with his voices, man, that end was weird to me though. I was like, damn, what do we listen to? Amityville Horror or some shit, man. So, that kind of gave me a sort of kind of a feel of, when Prince do his little scream things.
I definitely think it's very Prince-esque, that last part for sure.
Okay.
They say on Ivy, Frank reflects on his mistakes and explores a failed relationship.
Okay.
His vocals laid over a melancholic production. Ivy is a heartbreaker of a song that could be seen as a sequel from his April 12th track, Think About You.
Oh, okay.
So he's drowning in tears and filled with anger.
That's where that wretched scream came
For
from
sure.
at the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that song. We'll go ahead and move into the next
I couldn't
track.
listen to that song if I was drunk.
Yeah.
It made me depressed.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
For
I don't
sure.
even know why.
All right, the next track, this is track number 3, Pink and White, and this is produced by Frank Ocean and Pharrell Williams.
Okay, for real.
And this is the one with, it's not like a actual feature, but it's like background vocals from Beyonce. So see if you can spot those. But yeah, here's I think this whole album is like very like Frank like reminiscing about like memories of his past and his youth years. And I think you mentioned is this his actual voice on that last song? I think, if I'm not mistaken, those vocals were probably pitched up just a little bit. Not as much as on Nike's.
Right.
But I think those vocals were actually pitched up a little bit. And I think I read somewhere that he pitches up his vocals on this album on purpose to make his voice sound younger, like as if he was the age that he's reminiscing about.
Oh, I see. I get it.
Yeah. So
Well, that makes sense.
yeah, so I think you might have been on point about the last song. I don't think they weren't pitched up a lot, like super noticeable, but I think they were pitched up just a little bit.
Okay.
But here's track number 3, Pink and White.
I figured this is gonna have more pronounced beat to it.
That's the way everything goes.
Yeah.
Every time we've no control. If the sky is pink and white, if the ground is black and yellow, it's the same way you showed me. Nod my head, don't close my eyes. Halfway on a slow move.
Nice
it's
melody.
The same way you showed me.
This song's so pretty.
If you could fly, then you'd feel
Got like
south.
birds chirping
Up
in the
north's
background.
getting cold
Yeah.
soon. The way it is, we're on lands. You showed.
I like the way he bridges his words. Like sometimes he draws out the words so he can get to the next.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
mean?
for sure. That's true. I never thought about
It's
that.
all down in the shade.
He's from New Orleans, so he's talking about in the wake of a hurricane. He's talking about Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, okay.
Cannonball off the porch side. Older kids trying off the roof. Just the same way you showed me. You gave your tools just to stay alive and make it out when the sun is ruined. That's the same way you showed me.
There's a hanging on there, boy.
Yeah, the violins. Yeah, that sounds good.
You showed me love.
Yeah, that's nice. Right there. Yeah.
Glory from above. Regard, dear.
Yeah, that piano is
It's
nice.
all down
And then even that little guitar in the back too.
Yeah.
real life.
Oh, nice vocals there too.
Yeah.
How I was.
Harmonies.
I'm cheap. I
Here we go with some nights again.
Still in Granny 6. Take it. Give me some sweet.
Still at Granny C's. I remember we was little coming up. Oh, well, we weren't little. We was teenagers. Slipping mom cig. She had them Virginia Slims.
Oh, man.
I'm thinking long ass skinny cigarettes.
All
Needed
right.
a cigarette, boy.
That's track 3, Pink and White. What'd you think about that?
That
one,
was a
Dad?
good song right there. I like that one. That was smooth.
Yeah.
And all that, the harmonies, the production, just the vocals, everything. And then the content of what he was singing about. Yeah, I like this song.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah,
I like it.
I know. That's like an infectious piano part. It's so good. And
smooth.
did you notice Beyonce's?
Nope.
For real?
I heard the background and
Yeah.
I thought the background sound good, but I couldn't hear Beyonce.
Oh, okay. Well, she was the female voice at that part where all those background vocals came in, and he was, saying the stealing Granny Sig's part.
You're
that,
right.
That whole part had Beyonce just singing the oohs and ahs in the background.
Oh, the oohs and ahs. Yeah, well, how did I know that was her oohs and ahs?
She has a pretty distinct voice.
Not when you're going oohs and ahs.
Oh my God, you really didn't know that? Hold on, I'm gonna run it back.
Run that back.
Real life.
You don't hear her? So I can say, oh, that's Beyonce. Yes. No.
All right, wait.
All right, see if I can find a better one. I'm listening hard.
You don't hear her.
You hear her because you know it's her. It is so many beautiful voiced
No,
background
that sounds
singers,
like
dude.
Beyonce.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we'll go ahead and move into the track.
If I just heard that background and nobody told me that was Beyonce, I can't sit up here and hear that go, oh man, did you hear that? That was Beyonce.
Well, also, I don't feel like you listen to a ton of Beyonce.
Man, I don't even really think that makes a difference to me.
I think her voice is distinguishable enough for
You got a better ear than
maybe.
me. You most definitely got a better ear than me. Cause I'm just like, man, some of these background singers, they sing better than the actual lead singers. And man, they voices sound so good. And to me, that was just if I was listening to that, I would be like, oh, damn, them background singers sound good. But I wouldn't have said, oh, that's Beyonce singing in background. I'm just saying.
But that track definitely one of my favorites and a standout of this with the Pharrell production, the background vocals, the infectious piano throughout the whole thing, and it's just that's just a very colorful and beautiful song.
It is. That was a beautiful song. I like that. What was the name of it again?
Pink and White.
Why'd you call it Pink and White when it's a plus sign?
Oh, I guess I don't know.
Is it pink? Is
pink
it
plus
still
white?
Pink?
Pink
plus
I just
white
see it.
Pink and white. You just look at it as
I see it as
I'm just
but
curious.
yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I guess maybe it is pink plus white.
That's a good song though.
Beautiful song. All right, we'll go ahead and move into track number 4. This is titled "Be Yourself," and this is produced by Buddy Ross.
Buddy Ross. All right.
And here we go.
Many college students have gone to college and gotten hooked on drugs, marijuana, and alcohol. Listen, stop trying to be somebody else. Don't try to be someone else. Be yourself know that that's good enough.
Pink.
Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to be like someone else. Don't try to act like someone else. Be yourself. That stuff is highly addictive.
For real?
When people become weed heads, they become sluggish, lazy, stupid, and unconcerned.
Damn!
Sluggish, lazy, stupid, and this is Mom. Call me. Bye.
Oh, hell, I wouldn't even want to call back after that. I'd be like, damn, she just ruined my whole damn day. I can't even smoke a cigarette now, let alone some marijuana, drink a beer. Oh, shit.
That's track 4, Be Yourself skit. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
You know, if you don't want to be stupid and lazy and unconcerned and sluggish, and that's good advice. Oh, that was funny, man. I like that. Be yourself. Well, okay.
So I don't know if you remember, but on Channel Orange, the last album that we listened to by Frank Ocean, there was another skit by the same lady. It's not Frank's mom. It's actually one of his friends' moms. But she had another skit where she was talking about, money. She was talking about money. You don't value money, and money is the reason why you're not going to have a suit to wear to prom and this and that. And I told you I didn't have money and you didn't care and something, And then it went into a song about like opulence and people spending a whole bunch of money and this and that.
Right.
So this is the same lady leaving another voicemail on her son's.
Oh, I got to go back and listen to that.
Yeah.
I put it on my iTunes list. So
you should. I think.
Yeah, I got to go back and
listen.
You'll
really
to
enjoy
part.
that album again. But this is kind of her doing the same thing of giving this stern advice. And
yeah, it's very stern. That's old school. That's what I remember when we was coming up, man. Parents, friends, that's the way they spoke to you directly. They didn't care about, triggering your ass. Trigger if you want to. I'm a trigger. That's going to trigger me. Yeah, we had a whole lot of that there. So anyway, yeah, she's cool. She's cool.
Yeah, Rosie Watson.
Rosie. Okay. I wonder why he chose his mom's friend instead of his mom.
Well, I think they were like actual voicemails.
Oh, okay.
And I think they fit the narrative of what he's trying to say.
I got you.
So, and then also it's like fits the nostalgia. These are memories that he's speaking of and like old times and stuff. So
right, got you.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and roll into the next track, which is Solo, track number 5.
Okay.
And
be yourself.
Yeah, just keep in mind the skit that we just heard and going into this next song. But this one is produced by James Blake and Frank Ocean. Track number 5, Solo.
James Blake.
Hand me a towel, I'm dirty dancing by myself, gone off tabs of that acid. Form me a circle, watch my Jagger. Might lose my jacket and hit a solo one time.
Gone off tabs of that acid. Dang, he talking
we too
old
loud
school.
in public, them police turned down a function. Now we outside in the fire. In hell, there's heaven. There's a bull and a matador dueling in the sky. In
Oh, he's
hell,
hot.
in hell, there's heaven.
You seeing bulls, matadors in the class. Oh man, see that? I like that. Oh, you heard that?
That organ.
Yeah. Nice touch.
I'm skipping showers and switch. You stayed up till my phone died. Smoking big, rolling
Solo. I like the way he says solo.
It's hell on earth and the city's on fire. In hell,
I like that
there's
line.
heaven.
Yeah.
There's a bull
good, like,
and a
play on
matador
words.
dueling in the sky. In hell, there's heaven.
That was I heard her. That was Beyonce.
It was not.
That was Beyonce, man. Come on.
No.
She helped him out.
That church organ through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is like,
Yeah.
cool, very cool.
It is.
All right, that's track number 5, Solo. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
Yeah, I like that song, man. It sticks in your head too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The production was real nice on it. Like you said, that organ throughout the song, and just put a real nice, unique touch on it. You know what I mean? Self-love. He's sitting there, his phone died. He's sitting there with what they call them, the trees or whatever he was smoking. He called them trees. What he called them, man? I was like, and then he smoked them. And he was talking about he could see Matador. Man,
Bull and Matador dueling in the sky.
He's like, whoa.
But isn't that a cool way to say you're high? Like normally, like anybody else would just say, I smoked weed and I got high.
Yeah.
But
he sees
there's a
Matador.
bull and a matador dueling in the sky. Inhale.
Yeah, and he took some acid though. That's the reason why he was hallucinating like that though, for real. When he said tabs, man, back in the day, man, I was like, oh, he went old school on them.
Yeah.
They still do tabs or acid?
They still do acid.
They still do?
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
well, shit. Then okay, it never did go out of style. I never heard anybody talk about it anymore, but I know there probably was some lingering out there somewhere, but it was real popular when we were coming up.
In the like 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
So also if so the inhale in hell is like a what is that, a homophone or something? Anyway, another homophone of this song is he's talking about being solo and being alone, but then he's also saying that he's so low. Like feeling low, feeling down.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's why he's emotionally so low that he has to get high.
Yeah.
He's so good at writing. His writing ability is
Yeah, my boy is tight, man.
It's
He's
crazy.
He's deep, man. Shit.
yeah.
He got to be a psychiatrist. You can go sit down on his couch.
He probably needs a psychiatrist.
Yeah, he be done it.
But yeah, I love that track. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 6. This is titled Skyline To, and this is produced by Tyler, the Creator, Omos, Keith, Frank Ocean, and Malay.
All right. Hold up. Let me see that lineup again on the production. I never heard of Tyler. The Creator, never heard of him. Moss Keith. That seemed like that might have been something for me. It might have been on his last album, maybe.
Yeah, it was on his last album, and it was on all the other tracks on this album. And Malay as well. Malay is also his co-writer and producer.
On that last song though, there was somebody else produced. It was just him and another guy. Who was that?
Omos
James.
Keith. Oh, it was James Blake. That's what it was.
Yeah. James is all right.
Yeah, James Blake. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that some of the background vocals were James Blake as well. Yeah, I think so.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
It was Beyonce.
It was not Beyonce. All right, here's track number 6, Skyline To.
This is joy, this is summer. Keep alive. Stay alive. Pretty fucking sunrise and sun comes the morning, hunting us.
That was an unexpected switch up.
So it's the same as far as it used to be. It begins to blur, we get older. Blur.
Burr.
Summer's not as long as it
Like when
used
they
to
do this
be.
stuff
Every day counts like
like
crazy.
like an echo.
Smoke, smoke, haze, haze. Wanna get soaked? Wanna film a tape on a speedboat? We smell of California.
What's one against soap?
Everything
It's like
grows in the
jumping
Congo.
in the water or something?
Everything
Oh,
grows.
he actually meant that.
Can you call
Probably a double meaning.
when I call again?
Oh, look at here. They're walking through paradise or something.
That's what it feels like, right? I think that's part of like the dreaming of the old times.
Oh, snap. Tight, though. Them harmonies was tight as hell right there.
Comes the morning.
Hey. I like it. I like doing that. Smoke. Hey. I'm gonna start doing that when people talking. Smoke. They go, huh?
I'm sure your conversations are gonna go really well. All right, that's track 6, Skyline 2. What do you think about that one, Dad?
That was a good song, man. It sounded like he's in a dream or something like that. And he's dreaming about paradise, you know. But I like all the little stuff. Like I said, I like it when he goes, smoke, haze, and other little words he put in there, you know, just randomly. And it was just a smooth, what you call it, melancholic? Is that
Melancholy. Yeah.
kind of a song?
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked it. It was,
Yeah, I think it's just kind of builds on, you know, he's reminiscing about these times where he used to, you know, ride around in this car on the freeway and they would, you know, turn off the headlights and then they'd smash under the moonlight and then they'd sit there until the sun comes up and summer solstice ain't as far as it used to be and want to get soaked, want to film a tape on a speedboat, you know, just all of these just like random
everything
memories.
grows in the Congo. What's that about?
I don't know. Let's see if we got some liners. Democratic Republic of Congo is one of Africa's biggest producers of cannabis.
Oh, okay.
As a result, significant trafficking occurs. The Congo is also home of natural resources needed for cell phones, laptops. The Congo may symbolize Frank's heart and vulnerability. When he meets someone new, he begins to become attached quickly and can't separate his rationality from his emotions, holding him back from growing individually.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, that's a really nice song. And yeah, you
Drake-itis.
you like the those harmonies at the end.
Yeah, them harmonies, man. When they came in, he came in strong with them. And it was just like, whoa, they were very pronounced. They was on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a great voice. I love Frank Ocean's voice. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the next track, which is titled Self Control. And this one is produced by Malay, John Bryan, who we've seen on a lot of production credits of Kanye West's music, and Frank Ocean and The Influence.
The Influence.
And yeah, here's track number 7, Self Control.
Poolside convo about your summer last night. Ooh, yeah. About your summer last night. I give you no play. Could I make it shy last night? Could I make it shy on the last night? Could we make it in? Do we have time?
I'll be the boyfriend in your wet dreams tonight.
Oh. Like what he did.
Noses
Dream,
on
dream.
the rail,
On top of that.
little judging where's the white.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now and then you miss it. Sounds make you cry. Some nights you dance with tears in your eyes. I came to visit you, 'cause you see me. Keep a place for me.
Oh, wow.
For me.
Please just switch that into a whole
I'll
new
sleep between y'all, it's
level.
nothing. Keep a place for me. It's nothing, it's nothing.
There's some vocals
It's
in the background.
nothing, it's nothing.
Violins. Damn, dude. You're doing the most.
This is so dope.
We gotta leave.
Yeah.
Someone come in, spitting game. Oh, you got it.
All right, that is track number 7, Self-Control. What did you think about that one, Dad?
That song was just all over the place, man. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was it. Yeah, that was a good song. I love all the change ups. Man, he used up so many nice, smooth instruments in there. The vocals was like the harmonies was on point, and the violins, man, and he just, man, I don't even know what to say about that one right there. I ain't never even heard a song like that before.
Yeah, that song is amazing. I love the way he built the song built as it went along. You know, it first came in with just the vocals, and then you get the guitar come in, and then as the second hook comes in, the vocals are kind of like layered up more than they were on the first hook.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also kind of got like some more ambiance instruments. Then by the time you get to that big string section, and then following that big string section, you get this last part with all the vocals and the strings and all the, it was just like
everything.
It was like taking steps up and up and up and
Yep.
up until you get to the end. It's like this big gigantic thing. And
Yeah.
yeah.
He's got, man, his voice is nice.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's like he got a really nice voice, but it's natural. It's not like, you know, he's trying to sound a certain kind of way, you know, kind of perfect, kind of, you know, like a lot of singers, they try to sing and make their voices sound perfect when they sing a song. And he's just singing it naturally.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't hit a certain kind of note, which he does hit all his notes, it just doesn't sound like he's trying, you know, like he's trying to push it out or anything. It just seems like it's just coming natural. And if it's off just a tee bit of hair, whatever, so what?
Yeah.
It still sounds good.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's a really good point, because it's not like he's just like belting out or just like, you know, he's just doing him, and he's just singing his song.
He moves in and out of, you know, his bars up and down. He moves in and out of them with, you know, great fluidity, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's just a natural singer, man. I you know, this is a unique voice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Frank is a unique artist. He's like, I really think he's like one of those, you know, once in a lifetime kind of artists. I think that's why people love him so much. And one of the reasons I wanted to play this for you is because Frank, he is like one of those guys. He doesn't release a ton of music. This came out in like 2016. This is his last full-length album.
Really?
Which is almost, it's like 8 years ago now, 7 years ago.
So he's about to break out with another?
Well, we don't know, but he has been, he's going to perform at Coachella, which is one of the largest music festivals in the whole world. So he's headlining Coachella this month or next month. Yeah, this month. And
We should go.
I wish. That would be fun.
Man.
If you guys want us to go to the Coachella, hit up that Patreon.
Yeah, we give you live everything.
Yeah, we're gonna live stream
You
it.
can't see everything.
Yeah, man. Nah, but there's been all this, you know, with Frank, he's so secretive and he does everything real low key, but everybody's been trying to crack the code. So somebody leaked like a schedule of him. He's got a famous BMW, and they leaked like, oh, we're gonna get the BMW wrapped on this day and this day. Then we're gonna transport it to Coachella and shoot some promo for it on this day. And everybody,
some promo.
Yeah, so the whole internet's talking about it.
He must be having something coming out. If he's,
I don't know.
Gotta have something to promote.
I'm thinking maybe he's just promoting the Coachella performance or doing some type of art for that. But it's possible that he might be dropping
Coachella
new
gonna
music. It is in Indio, California, so it's in the middle of the California desert.
So like they do with the Burning Man here.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, that is Skyline 2. We'll go ahead and that was Self Control. We'll go ahead and move into the next track. This is track number 8. It is titled Good Guy. And this one is produced by Frank Ocean. Yep. So,
Just him?
Yep, just Frank Ocean on the production on this one.
See how he does with this one.
Yeah. So this is like an interlude into the next track, which is my absolute favorite track on this album, the next one. But yeah, here is track 8, Good Guy.
It's a good guy, he hooked it up. Said if I was an NY, I should look you up. It's to the gay bar you took me to. It's when I realized you talk so much more than I do. It's highlights when I was convinced. Better much more than some nice shit.
That's been fucking wrecked my heart. I don't even know how to feel about it. No.
All right, that is Good Guy. What do you think about that one?
And damn Jasmine. Nah, he don't give a damn about nobody no more. That's a good song, man. I mean, a good, I guess you won't call it a song. I guess he's just like talking really about, well, I don't get this whole scenario. He was in New York. He met somebody. They took him to a gay bar, and and then they was hanging out. But whoever he was hanging out with, they was talking too damn much. He was like thinking, damn, are you ever gonna shut up? I didn't know you talked this much. He's look, I couldn't tell when we was just texting back and forth, but now I'm with you in person, and you talk too much.
Well, I think he went on a blind date. Here's to a good guy. He hooked it up. So I think he's talking to a friend that hooked him up with another person, and then they went on a blind date. It's the first time I ever saw you, and you text nothing look like you look. So I guess they were kind of texting back and forth.
So they never sent pictures back and forth of each other. They just kept texting, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they probably saw each other, but like when you meet somebody in person after you've been like texting them and stuff, I feel like I kind of feel that like you see them in person and you're like, oh, you be texting some stuff, but like that's not even like
right.
You be like putting on the front, you know?
Right. Exactly.
And then then they went out and they hung out and they realized you talk so much more than I do.
Yeah.
So the other person's definitely a talker, and I think it's just kind of like just reminiscing on this blind date he went on, and then it goes into this interlude, a skit or whatever, and I don't know who this is talking, but they're basically talking about a heartbreak.
Yeah.
He just wants to hear himself talk and rant about how his heart has been broken. The second guy who all the girls in the neighborhood wanted to mess with seems much more reserved, like Frank is. Okay, I kind of feel that. So he says the other guy talks more than. That's when I realized you talk so much more than I do. In this skit, there's 2 guys talking, and the other guy is trying to talk to the guy, but the other guy cuts him off and just keeps running his mouth about what he thinks. Frank. Everything's real intentional with him. I feel like he does a good job with that. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track. This is track number 9, Nights. Can't wait for you to hear this one. It's the one I've been waiting for. This is produced by Frank Ocean.
Good Guy was just by Frank Ocean, wasn't it?
Produced, yeah.
He should let somebody collaborate with him on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one came off kind of flat to me.
Yeah, it was just kind of like electronic piano in the back.
I mean, to me, it would have been better if he just talked through the whole thing. You know, like when they put the lady on there.
Yeah,
just talk through the whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was okay. That song was okay.
Yeah, it's not. I feel like it's not like a standout, but I think it fits the album. Like it could sequence of it.
It could have fit just leaving it out too.
Maybe
you wouldn't have missed it.
I like that song.
You do?
Yeah, I liked it. I like it. I like some of his vocal runs in there.
I like some of the things he said more so than the vocal runs because I've not already heard. I know. I already know he's demonstrated that already on his his vocals already. So to me, it was like, okay.
You could have done without Good Guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so this one is Nights, track 9, and this is Frank Ocean, produced by Frank Ocean, Vagine, Michael Azuwaru, and Buddy Ross.
Vagine, or is that vegan?
Oh.
Is he trying
That's
to?
definitely vegan.
Is it vegan?
Definitely vegan. That's funny. I read that funny.
Actually, it could be pronounced either way.
Now that you say it, that's definitely vegan. That's funny. Vagine.
Okay. My bad. I didn't mean to make a correction on you.
No, you're good. That's fine. All right, so here's Nights. Here we go.
Round your city, round the clock. Everybody needs you. No, you can't make everybody equal.
That sounds good.
Although you got buku family, you don't even got nobody being honest with you. Free till I evaporate. My whole body see-through, transportation handmade. And I know it better than most people. I don't trust them anyways. You can't break the law with them. Get some good shit, have a calm night. Shooters killing left and right. Did you call me from a seance? You were from my past life. Hope you're doing well, bro.
Did she call him from a seance?
I've been out here head first. Always like the head first. Signal coming in and out. A bitch in my body. New beginnings.
Switch up.
New beginnings. Wake up high, the sun's going down. Time to start your day, bro. Can't keep being late on. Know you need the money. Fuck up, I don't want your conversation. Rolling marijuana, that's a cheap vacation.
Wow.
My everyday
cheap
shit.
Vacation.
Every night shit. Everyday shit.
You can switch up again, ain't you?
Every night fucks every day up. Katrina hit, I had to transfer campus. Your apartment I didn't use since where I waited. Staying with you when I didn't have an address. Fucking on you when I didn't own a mattress. Working on a way to make it out of Texas. Every night. Baby, I
like what he doing with his voice there. He's singing and then you can hear something.
I don't want your conversation. Rolling marijuana, that's a cheap vacation.
Like the way he's like doing the background vocals.
Every night, every day, every night, every day, every day.
I don't know why you was trying to hurry up, get out of Houston to go back to New Orleans.
All right, that is track number 9, Nights. What do you think about that one, Dad?
That's where all those Trina guys went, man. When a lot of them went, they flooded into Houston. But yeah, good song, real good song, real good switch ups, Just really good song. I like it. My favorite reference was "Rolling Up Marijuana" for a cheap
That's a cheap vacation. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably he's, I could see that. That's realistic. Dude's trying to forget stuff, man. Things are bad. He's in a place where he don't want to be, and the only time he seeks comfort is when he rolls him up one. But he's working his way back to get back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good song, man. I like the switch ups. I like the vocals, especially when he does his own background.
Yeah.
His own backup singing. That's I like that. The first person I seen do that was Prince. And Prince, his first album. Well, that's another story for another day. But man, yeah, that's the first person I seen do that.
What about it?
Well, basically, Prince on his very first album, most of the instruments and all the vocals was him.
Yeah.
It was everything. It was like a one-man band.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's when everybody was like, who is this guy? He's a genius.
Yeah.
And
that's what, on a podcast that I listen to, they often have a Michael Jackson versus Prince debate.
Oh, really?
And the guy that fights for Prince, that's always his strongest point. Like, Prince played all the instruments, wrote all the songs, sung all the background vocals.
Yeah.
They be screaming at each other.
Yeah. Michael Jackson had a knack for collaboration, man. And that's a talent, too. And, he was working with the heavy hitters like Quincy Jones, and and then his sister was like, and she had a knack for that too. But hers was Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam. Man, I mean, like, and then Prince. I mean, I know he had amazing concerts, but then Michael Jackson, man.
Oh yeah, his concerts,
the dancing.
Yeah, I think they were just both fantastic entertainers and musicians in their own right.
I know you had a partiality to Michael Jackson, didn't you?
Yeah, I just never I never really got into Prince like that, but like more recently I've been trying to check out more of his stuff though.
Prince's stuff to me is selective. You gotta be a really you gotta be a diehard Prince fan to appreciate some of his stuff, because some of his stuff is just like, ugh.
Yeah. He's just doing too much.
It's just and that screaming, the one they play on the radio all the time.
Oh, I love that song.
Oh God! When he gets to the end, he goes.
I love that part. I love that part.
I know most people do.
Yeah.
Nah, man. But see, I remember you grew up on Michael Jackson, because I remember when you was a kid and you be crawling around on the floor. I'd be like, man, when you sit down, you get on my nerves. And we had this Michael Jackson tape. It's a concert. And two things that would make you sit down and be still was that damn purple Barney, which drove me the freak out. I wish I never showed you a Barney. And met Michael Jackson a concert, man. I popped it. Boy, you be there. And that Michael Jackson concert that you watched, it had to be 2.5 hours long.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
iconic.
Oh, cool. He right there. He's not gonna move.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, that's why I was wondering whether you were partial about it.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, back to Nights. Also, that little part in the middle where like the guitar thing and then and it switches into the second part.
Right.
That actually marks the second half. Like that marks the middle point of the album.
Yeah, I like the way he used the instruments right when he made that switch off. That was tight, man. That was like
super cool.
Whoa.
Really cool effect. And then it just kind of shows like the duality. So we kind of were at this first part of the album, and now we're gonna switch to the second part of the album. And I feel like the first part of the album is more bright and I guess happy.
Really?
Even though it's kind of like talking about like just like musically,
right?
Yeah.
So we going to the dark side now?
I believe so.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and move into the next track. This is track number 10. This is the solo reprise. So we heard solo at the beginning of the album.
Solo.
Track 5. Yep, that's the one. And this is the solo reprise, and this is produced by John Bryan, Frank Ocean, and
Man, if he busts out with a new album, I gotta be on it.
Yeah,
I gotta be on it. I mean, you go see it produced by Frank Ocean and Driver's License.
For sure.
yeah, my debut.
That would be fire.
Yeah, that will be
Frank,
fire.
holla at Driver's License, man.
Yup.
Get you right. All right, this is a solo reprise, and this is featuring none other than Andre 3000 of Outkast.
Yeah, I like him.
Oh, yeah. Here is track 10, solo reprise.
So now I'm solo that I can see under the skirt of an ant. Solo that I don't get high no more when I try no more. I just go hand. Solo my cup is a rojo, my cholo, my friend. Solo that I can admit. When I hear that another kid is shot by the popo, it ain't an event. My halo say way low, it feel like it's bent. Solo that when they throw pussy or pesos, don't pay no attention to it. Damn. Solo that I am no rookie, but feel like a kid. Looking at the other kids with astonishment while I'm on punishment, watching the summer come close to an end. After 20 years in, I'm so naive I was under the impression that everyone wrote their own verses. It's coming back different, and yeah, that shit hurts me. I'm humming and whistling to those not deserving. I stumbled and lived every word. Was I working just way too hard?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, he just...
That's the solo reprise.
That was a drop the mic moment right there after he got done with that shit, man. It's like...
That verse was fire.
Oh, I love that guy, man.
3 Stacks, one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, that's tight. That's
Man.
tight. And all the damn references. He said them so damn fast, you had to go back and read them. And now he's still going. So I'm like, damn, he moved too fast. Now I gotta stop reading and try to go back and listen to what. Man, he's so low you can see under the skirt of an ant. And then he said he didn't apologize to the ant or something. Because he's like, I didn't. I'm like, oh God. This dude ain't even playing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's he talking about? There's a hole where it was a logo. He cut the logo off his polo shirt.
Solo that no more high horses, so hard to wear polo. When I do, I cut the pony off, so now there's a hole. There was a logo. So I think he's saying like solo.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's like a metaphor. So no more high horses. Like he's not putting things on a pedestal and not thinking of himself too highly.
Right.
And he's being humble. So he's saying like, he don't really rock designer brands no more. Solo, I don't give a fuck about what's trending. Trying to cut down on the spending, regardless of winning instead of retaining. Oh my God!
Yeah, I know, right?
You went crazy on there.
Yeah.
Nah, Andre 3000 is easily one of the greatest.
He's bad.
He's so good.
Dude is tight.
Yeah, he had a incredible verse on Frank Ocean's first album as well. But this is
there he is. He apologized for the ant. I hate that it's like this. I feel for you, Ant. I don't know what it's like to wear with a skirt on. So pardon me if I'm being insensitive.
He did call back to the first line.
Yeah.
I never even peeped that. Solo that I could see under the skirt of an ant, and then he goes on to say,
That's what messed me up, man. I was like, oh.
That's funny. I hate that it's like this. I feel for you, Ant. I don't know what it's like with a skirt on. But he's also talking about women because he's
right. But he did right. Okay, fire, right?
Yo, I never even put that call back together. I guess maybe I just never heard that ant again right there. Because right there he's talking about women and over half of these hoes at work done saying they want something real from a man, just saying if we're being real persons. I hate this like this. I feel for you. And
he slid that one by you right real fast, didn't he? That's like, damn, that was smooth. That was smooth the way he did that shit too,
that's
boy.
hard. Bravo. Wow.
Yeah.
I already knew this verse was fire, but that just made it like, dang, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I said, boy, this dude, he's smoking hot, man. That's why I said, and then the rest of it, all of it was key.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it was killer. But that right there just stood out to me because at the beginning, he was taking solo, he could see under the skirt of the ant. I'm like, oh, that's low.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, I was listening and enjoying the rest of it.
Yeah.
But then he came back with it, and I was like, huh?
Yeah. That's an
Oh
amazing,
man, this dude is bad.
That was
dude.
an amazing callback for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's the solo reprise. Wow. Super cool.
I gotta have that album.
Yeah.
I gotta get that one.
All right, we'll go ahead and move into the next track. This is titled Pretty Sweet, track number 11. And this is produced by Omos Keith, Malay, and Frank Ocean. And here we go. Pretty Sweet.
Pretty sweet.
To the edge I race, to the end I make it. All the risk I take it. Headbang with my 4 friends, we pour a taste off for the dead. This is the blood, the body, the life right now. I'm on this side. I'm on this side. I'm on this side. I'm on this ride. I'm inside. I'm inside. My niggas for life.
Superhero stuff.
Oh, yeah. The sound effects.
Yeah.
All right, that is track number 11. Pretty Sweet. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
You know, I like the effects in it. It was an interesting song. I didn't hate it, but then it wouldn't have been to me. If I'm playing this album, I'd skip that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I used to skip this one, like when I first started listening to it, because that beginning part is really jarring and kind of loud, and
Yeah.
it's like it just sounds like a bunch of noise. Mm-hmm. But as I listened to this album over and over, I got used to it, and I kind of.
Well, the words is not bad.
Yeah.
Stuff on fathers and mothers and stuff.
Yeah. I think that's like the line out of here that just really kind of profound.
Right.
Fathers be nice to the mothers that we rely on. Mm-hmm. Mothers be nice to the fathers that we rely on. And I think this is kind of like, again, going on with the theme of him reminiscing and thinking about his childhood and stuff. Maybe he had some, domestic issues that he witnessed, or
just some family stuff.
Just
natural family stuff that happens.
Mm-hmm.
The dynamics of a family, but. I like that part of it. The music, I didn't, like you said, when it first started out, it sounded like a bunch of noise, and it was kind of course, it's orchestrated noise, but at the same time, I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah.
The words kind of drew me back to the attention of the song, and then near the end, and when it came with the harmonies and the voices and stuff like that, it was it's cool.
Yeah, I think
I like Dolan, but I mean, my favorite part of it was that one particular effect.
Oh yeah.
It reminded me of like Superman just flying from one part of the room to the next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But other than that, man, that would have been a skip for me.
Yeah, that's definitely not one of my favorites, but cool. We'll go ahead and roll into the next track, which is another skit, and also
I wonder if the Gappers like that song.
Yeah. They love this album.
But that song is what I'm saying. Just that particular song.
I don't think it's like one of Frank's most popular songs, but Frank Ocean fans, we like it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but even like I can like just how it starts with that jarring sound, and then it goes into that like smooth guitar part, and then it switches to that with the drums when the drums come in, and like I don't know, it's still a like
classic
cool song. Yeah,
classic Ocean. Huh?
Yeah, okay. Ocean. He just man, in and out of.
I get it. I only have one artist, one family that I really just like every damn thing they made ever.
Jackson 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson.
Yep.
And then a lot of Janet stuff. Jermaine was cool about halfway through his solo career, and then that other half, man, it was like.
Yeah, for me, it's Frank and Kanye for sure.
Oh yeah, I know Kanye.
Frank and Kanye, they have not missed. Even their misses are still hits for me. So, we'll go ahead and roll into track number 12. This is another skit produced by Frank Ocean. And
a skit.
Yep, right. It's a skit, and I'm just gonna play it for you and see what your thoughts are. I'm not gonna
and this
explain it.
It's by Sebastian, huh?
Yeah, this is one of.
Is he intentionally raising that A?
I believe
at
so.
the end?
Sebastian.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, this is an interesting skit. So check it out and let me know what you think. Oh, also, I'll point out that on all of these skits, they all have the same instrumental background. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So on the one with the mother on the voicemail, then the two guys talking about their heartbreak, and then Facebook story, they all have like the same like instrumental background.
Oh, cool.
Track 12, Facebook story.
No, I was just telling that I got this girl before, and I was together since 3 years, and I was not even cheating her or what, and Facebook arrived, and she wanted me to accept her. Means no sense. So I said, I'm in front of you, I don't need to accept you on Facebook. She started to be crazy. She thought that because I didn't accept the virtual thing.
Okay, that's track 12, Facebook story. What do you think about that one, Dad?
That is so. Damn, it's so true. All over, everywhere. And he said it's crazy. And he thinks like, you know, that it's a certain. I don't know what is he British or is he African, or it's just that they're, to me, they have a way of reasoning and thinking that's so pure to me sometimes.
French.
Is he French?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, European. So I'm thinking to myself, he's like, I'm right in front of you.
Right.
They probably got their computers out and they sitting there and she said, you like me or whatever. And he's like, I'm right in front of you.
Right. I'm here in your house every single
Every
day. Yeah.
So, yeah. And so she's thinking, oh, you don't want to be on there because other people going to see you on there and you, some girl or something's going to, you know, like he's cheating. I'm like, seriously? So he said, and then at the end he goes, you crazy. You know, it's like virtual. I was like, yeah, he's so cool. I like the way he explained that whole thing. You know?
Yeah, it's definitely like, you know, touching on like the generational issue of like the virtual world and the real world and how they clash and collide and how they can make relationships more difficult.
Yeah, he's like resisting that. He said, I don't want Facebook. Everybody don't. But most people think that this has Facebook, think they have to have Facebook. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still got a Facebook page?
I do have a Facebook page.
Well, different story for me.
You don't have a Facebook?
Not anymore.
Oh.
You know me.
Oh, would you get banned?
Yeah. It's not funny. It's bullshit. I'm so dead. It is bullshit, man.
Oh my God.
I was gonna get another one, and I said, man, I don't want to sit on here because these people just be making me mad.
Oh my God.
If you're not happy, you suck. Some more bullshit. I mean, like, people just say the stupidest shit on there, and I'm like,
Oh my God.
oh man. Just to say crazy shit, man. I'm be like, what? What the? Anyway,
we'll go ahead and move on
next
to the
song.
next track. This track is number 13, and it's called Close to You.
Just like me, they don't. A lot of people made a remix of that song. Close to you.
Who sang that song?
Do do do. Whole bunch of people. Dionne Warwick, Isaac Hayes. Chicago. Oh man, a whole bunch of everybody sampled that song.
I wonder if this is a sample then.
I wonder.
All right, let's check it out. Track
No,
number 13,
I can see the
Close to You.
words. Nope.
All right.
Not it.
Here we go.
I'll be honest, I wasn't devastated. But you couldn't.
It is.
Held my hand through this, baby.
Just like
my mind. Underneath. Want you.
Okay.
I run my hands through mine. Versions of these belong to you.
That's true. He totally made that song, yes.
They're keeping me close to you.
Look what they did to Stevie Wonder's voice.
All right, that is track number
On
13.
the
Close
days
to
that
you.
you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. You never heard that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now I recognize it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He did that. Like, man, he put his stamp on that.
Yeah, I never even drew the comparison to those two songs, but now you pointed out for sure, definitely it's a
Very clever.
He flipped it, but yeah, how'd you like how he made it his own?
I like it because I mean, whenever, especially when you take a classic song like that, and you take a modern artist that gave it enough attention and tribute to even want to try to do a song like that, and the way he did it, it was just so original. Nobody, I mean, that's his.
Yeah,
He put his own stamp on that mug.
for sure.
And if you didn't know what you was listening to, of course, you'd be like, okay, you probably just like the song.
Yeah,
But then to know what that I knew what that song was, and to hear it the way he did it,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Dope. Yeah, that's one of my favorites out of
Close to You.
Yeah, I love that song.
And the way he did Stevie Wonder, man. If I hadn't seen Stevie Wonder's name across there, I would have known that was Stevie. That was another cool thing he did, man. Because I like it's Stevie, but it didn't sound like Stevie, but it sounded good.
Yeah.
And then after you know it's Stevie, you can be like, oh, that sounds good. Even better. So, that was cool.
Yeah, that's a cool song. The only thing I ever wish about that song was that it was longer, because it's literally like a minute and 26 seconds.
And then when I realized it was ending, I was like, oh.
I know.
I want to hear some more.
You more. I know.
Yeah, I want to hear some more of that.
Yeah, I love that song. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and get into track number 14. This is titled White Ferrari. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, but Frank is very big on his cars. He speaks about cars a lot. When he's reminiscing, he talks about him and his friend used to drive the X6 back then. And it was...
I don't know what the X6 was. It an Audi? Is that
BMW.
Audi? That's a BMW?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And he talks about his family had the Acura back in the day.
With the 6 CDs.
Yeah.
Look, my Lexus still got that 6 CD thing in player in there, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
And he talks about, the car had a long third gear. And, he talks about cars a lot. I think it's really important to him. And he even talks about on nights, he talks about transportation handmade. I know it better than anyone.
Yeah.
And so he's just really, really into his cars. Some of his previous, even we was just talking about his Coachella performance. They're
taking
moving that
BMW
M3, and he's just super into cars. So so we are going to roll into the next track. This is White Ferrari, track number 14.
White Ferrari.
And this is produced by Omos Keith, John Bryan.
I want to see a picture of that White Ferrari.
I'm sure it's pretty sweet.
Cold-blooded.
Omos Keith, John Bryan, Frank Ocean, and The Influence. Here is White Ferrari.
Bad luck to talk on these rides.
Sound like the Beatles starting out.
Mine on the road, your dilated eyes. Watch the clouds float, White Ferrari. Had a good time. 16, how was I supposed to know anything? I let you out at Central. I didn't care to stay the plane. Kept my mouth closed. We're both so familiar.
I like it. million old.
White Ferrari. Stick by me, close by me. You will find you in this life.
Man, listen to harmonies.
In this life. One too many years, some tattooed eyelids on a facelift. Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. If you think about it, you'll spend no time. In prison, it's just us goalies. That's what they call it, and we're free to roam.
That was tight. Can't take what's given away. What so okay here? What we're doing fine.
All right, that's track number 14.
That was
White
good.
Ferrari. What'd you think about that one?
I like it, man. Was he talking about coke again?
Probably. Let's see. This says the heartbreaking White Ferrari features great emotional depth as the track speaks volumes about love and permanence.
No, he ain't talking about coke this time. I was thinking because he always has these references. It's like
I wonder what he is referencing by the White Ferrari. Let's see if there's a.
because it said right there, dilated eyes, watch the clouds float, and I was thinking, okay, this is another.
Yeah, I think White Ferrari had a good time. I think that probably is a drug reference. Symbolizes the White Ferrari symbolizes the purity and innocence of the relationship. His thoughts on the relationship at the moment, and with it merely been a good time. Okay, so
It's talking about innocence and love.
yeah, and he's saying because like right here, White Ferrari had a good time. Sweet 16. How was I supposed to know anything? So he was young, young and in love, and.
I like this song.
Man, so this song is
You just close your eyes.
yeah, for sure.
Man, yeah.
It's such a pretty song, and it's just his words, and just his voice, and the way that they produce this song is fantastic. Cool.
Wow.
White Ferrari.
How did he get so influential that he was cool with people like Beyonce? I mean,
well, he's written a lot. So before he became like a solo artist, he had written a lot for a lot of people. And so then when he had his breakout solo success, he started writing for bigger names. So he's written several songs for Beyonce.
Oh.
He's written songs for Jay-Z and Kanye.
Oh, okay.
He's written songs for a lot of great artists. So at his peak, when he was just really, really hot, I mean, he was on like everybody's album, whether he was producing or writing. And his writing style is just so unique that, when you hear somebody else singing his songs that he wrote, it's like you can
it's
tell.
him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then by the time he had already established himself in that portion of his career, then by the time he was ready to do his own thing, he was already, everybody knew who he was.
Yeah,
who he was.
Especially like industry wide for sure. Like his debut, Channel Orange, that we listened to, he had already like amassed like a super crazy cult following from his previous mixtape.
I was just going to ask you, did he do a mixtape?
He did have a mixtape, and they want us to
Was
listen.
it good?
Oh, so good. they want us to listen to
Is this a biased opinion about this mixtape?
I think it's fire. Well, I think a lot of people would agree, and they want us to listen to the mixtape, but I just feel like it's gonna get flagged on YouTube, so it might have to just be like a Patreon exclusive.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because it's got like he sings over Hotel California, the Eagles song.
Oh, for real, I love this song. song, man.
Oh, then you're gonna love Frank's
love that
version.
song.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good. Yeah, that'll have to be like a Patreon exclusive because I think it'll probably get blocked on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's White Ferrari. We'll go ahead and move into the next track. This is track 15. It's titled Sigfreid.
I was hoping he would show a picture of a white Ferrari on here somewhere.
Yeah,
that would have been pretty cool.
And see the white Ferrari he was referencing, and he doesn't really do too many music videos either. So he's such a I don't know.
Make you starve for more.
Man, it's so annoying. He's dropped like a slew of singles over the last few years since this album has come out. So he has sprinkled some music in there.
Yeah, but he knows when they hear that's like money.
Oh my god!
Because you know they gonna gobble it up.
Oh, that's a
as
fact.
fast as he puts
for
it
sure,
out there.
For sure. And all of the singles he's released have been pretty good. Pretty good. There's only maybe like one or two that I haven't really cared for, but most of them have been pretty awesome.
Cool.
All right, this is track 15, Sigfreid, and this is produced by Malay and Frank Ocean. And here we go, Sigfreid.
All right. Sigfreid, every time I hear that name, it reminds me of
The Magicians.
Yeah.
The markings on your surface, your speckled face,
Markings on your surface.
flood crystals hang from your ears. I couldn't gauge your fears. I can't relate to my peers. An idea from another man's mind. Maybe I'm a fool to settle for a place with some nice views. Maybe I should move, settle down, 2 kids in a swimming pool. I'm not brave. I'd rather live outside. I'd rather live outside. Rather go to jail. Companion sleeping, yeah. Dreaming the thought that could dream about a thought that could think of the dream of the thought that could think of dreaming and getting the glimmer of God. I be dreaming and dreaming the thought that could dream about a thought that could think of dreaming a dream where I cannot. Where I cannot. Less morose and more present. Dwell on my gifts for a second. For you in the dark. I do for you in the dark. I do for you in the dark.
In the dark.
I do for you in the dark. I do.
All right, that is track number 15, Sigfreid. What do you think about that one, Dad?
I was trying to tie together, the title of this song and what he was saying. I wasn't quite getting it, but I did enjoy it. And he'll do anything for you in the dark. I don't know. It just you said it was gonna go dark this the second half of this. Literally, you said no. Figuratively, you said it was gonna go dark on the second half of this album. Now it did kind of slow down and it kind of get a little bit more serious. He's a little bit more has these deeper messages on his songs. But I didn't see I don't really categorize it as being dark.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe not dark. I don't know what.
Just kind of slowed it down and it got a little bit more serious.
Okay, yeah.
A little deeper thought in the song, because this one, like I said, Sigfreid and what he's trying to say, I don't know much about Sigfreid, whoever Sigfreid is.
Okay, so it says here the hero Sigfreid of Norse mythology is often depicted as a handsome man with long flowing hair, much like a male model, Willie Cartier, who's rumored to have had a brief affair with Ocean. So they're saying that it was possibly about this guy, Willie Cartier.
Man, he had a relationship with Frank?
Yeah. And apparently, yeah, they have long, flowing blonde hair.
Oh, okay.
And that might kind of even tie in with the title of the song or the album, which is Blonde.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative of the song is difficult to follow, very much so. There's so much going on in these verses, and he has like 5 verses on here, and they kind of all go somewhere else. But seems to have a recognizable structure nonetheless. The song moves from his love life to his inner life and then back out to his love life. In the first verse, Frank begins by addressing a lover in a failed romance and goes to reflect on his own life. Frank's reflections become increasingly more penetrating. They move from wondering about his life choices and then transition to thoughts about the nature of his own mind and God. The song then seems to move back into a consideration of love lost and ends with a declaration, "I'd do anything for you." So here's some more information about Sigfreid, the warrior in Norse mythology. The song may also reference to Sigfrid Sassoon, a British war poet who had a number of homosexual and heterosexual affairs and encounters. Sigfreid is also a character from the Soul Calibur series, and Soul Calibur was a track from one of Frank Ocean's mixtapes. So it sounds like, I don't know, there's really no definitive answer on the Sigfreid that he's
really
referencing.
take this song right here, put it on a big screen, and go line by line, and dissect it, pretty much, and still, even when you do that, everybody's going to have their own
interpretation for sure. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that make his music so re-listenable, and you come back to it a lot because it's just like so, like in a way that kind of like Kendrick's music is, and he has so many different meanings for the things that he says, and they can be interpreted in so many different ways. I think Frank Ocean's his writing is somewhat like that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but Sigfreid is definitely one of another standout. I probably said that about like every song on here, but like I don't know, Sigfreid is just
almost.
Yeah, Sigfreid is really dope.
Yeah, it was a dope song. It really was.
Cool. We'll go ahead and move on to the next track. This is track number 16, entitled Godspeed, and this is produced by Omas Keith, Malay, Frank Ocean, and James
I was
Blake.
hoping to see some more James Blake.
Blake, got some more James Blake here.
I was kind of curious about that fella there. I wanted to see what else he could do on this.
James Blake, I've actually never listened to a full James Blake project because he's an artist himself. But we've had a few suggestions of James Blake. If you guys want us to listen to James Blake, make sure you drop a comment.
Just so he better be good.
Yeah, I've never listened to his music. I mean, I know he works with Kanye and Travis Scott and Frank Ocean and like all these really big heavy hitters. He's kind of like an alternative kind of music. But yeah, I don't know. Might check it out one day. All right, track 16, Godspeed.
How I do. Let go of a prayer for you. Just a sweet word for you. How I do. I let go of my claim on you. It's a free world. You look down on where you came from. Sometimes, but you'll have
have this place. Till the time we die. I'll always love you until the time we die.
All right, that is track number 16, Godspeed. What'd you think about that one, Dad?
That was a really nice song.
Mm-hmm.
Somber, just I don't know, man, spiritual. It was great. I love the vocals, man, and the instruments, and they had that unending background of that church organ in the back.
Yeah.
And then he started adding little touches here and there, and that harp that came in near the end.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was just
yeah. And
sweet.
I don't know who Kim Burrell is, but she sounds like a gospel singer.
Oh, she could be.
The way her
but a bunch of
voice sounded.
bunch of those background singers. That's where they come. That's where they get their experience from. A lot of singers, man.
She definitely sounded.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Kim Burrell. She really added a beautiful touch at the end of that. Gospel singer, songwriter, and producer from Houston, Texas.
Man, all these Houston people, man. I'm just like, what is this Houston? It's the year of Houston.
Yeah, I love that song. Godspeed.
It is a nice song.
Cool. And again, I guess that's just kind of the theme of this this album is just lost love and him. I guess he's kind of just trying to come to peace with it. He's wishing you Godspeed and glory.
Right.
And, I will always love you. I'll pray for you.
Unconditional love is basically what he's talking about. You know? So, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and roll into the last song. This song is titled Futura Free.
Uh-oh.
And this is produced by Omas Keith, Malay, Buddy Ross, and Frank Ocean.
Is this Buddy Ross? This is his first appearance on this, right?
No, I think he produced one other song on here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, here is Futura Free.
All right.
If I was being honest, I say long as I can fuck 3 times a day and not skip a meal, I'm good. I used to work on my feet for $7 an hour. Call my mama like, mama, I ain't making minimum wage, mama. I'm on, mama, I'm on. Now I'm making 400, 600, 800K, mama, to stand on my feet, mama. Hey, nigga, you got some just like me, don't you? Or maybe not just like me, you know I'm Africano, Americano. And even if you have Japanese roots, run deep, family tree, throw a big shadow. Tech company, please give me immortality. I'm going rapidly, fading drastically. Yeah. I pull a zip down. Wet your lips first, lick the tip now. Smoke some.
To make my answer. Jay hit me on the email, said I oughta act my network. Dog, this is chess now, not fetch, I ain't running for a nigga. Ain't ran since track meets, that's the only time I ran from a nigga. You could change this track now, could've changed this bitch a long time ago. No, ain't, no, and no. Shout out to Holly Grove, I'm from that 7th though. Twins, no, and Lance, no. fuck no and met no. Shit went one.
It's like split into a, I guess like a hidden track.
Oh. Is it getting ready to play?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it left like a lot of space there. And if you notice, that's that same music from the previous skits. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your first memory?
The first word I learned to say, or that I ever said.
Sometimes it's very busy.
Talents? Any secret talents?
I don't think so. I'm pretty open about everything that I do.
Talents. I can play the theremin.
You can switch bodies.
Only my brother.
Probably Tyler. His life seems pretty awesome. No, actually, no. Fuck him. I don't know. Probably Dill, because he doesn't have to do anything at all. Just sits inside his house.
What's your name?
Sage Alcessor.
What do you do?
I play soccer.
All right, that's track 17, Futura Free. What do you think about that one, Dad?
I would have liked it better if they would have toned down some of that background, like that white noise.
Yeah.
Other than that, I thought it was good. I would like to hear the voices about what they were talking about. You had to almost strain to hear what they were talking about, and I would like to hear the questions and hear how they answered them a little clearer.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it was an interesting little ending to the song.
Yeah, what did you think about like the beginning part, the actual song part?
It was good. I liked it. It was real nice. I mean, I haven't seen on this album here. There wasn't anything that I could just say I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There was, I think, like maybe two songs I said I would probably skip.
Yeah,
and was it three?
I think it was two. I think it was
like two. Yeah.
I think it was Good Guy. Well, I think it was Good Guy and Pretty Sweet, because it was it Pretty Sweet that had like that kind of like abrasive beginning part.
Yeah. Other than that though, but I liked his messaging as far as I like the way that he's kind of in the beginning of this song. He kind of did a lot of rapping, kind of mean.
Yeah.
And it was nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was hitting it,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was kind of cool right there. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I like this song, especially in regards to that part.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my favorite part of it was when he began to start rapping on here. He was I was like, oh, look at him, he's showing a little bit of extra little something.
Yeah.
So he shows that he's a very talented man. I mean, he really is.
For sure.
I enjoyed the album. I really did.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you did, because this is one of my favorite artists and favorite albums, and Frank Ocean, he's awesome. And
he is.
They've been asking us to do this ever since we did the first Frank Ocean album.
Oh, is that right?
I think
I see so many requests for so many different things as people be talking about, and you guys need to listen to something greater from the other side of the moon, and this, and I'm like, what? I mean, they be describing some of these things, and I'll be like, I don't even know what they, maybe Rod knows what they talking about.
Well, shit, sometimes I don't even know what they be talking about. They be just like, it'd be like just like some abstract underground like thing. I'm
Right.
like, bro,
what is that?
Like, we're not gonna listen to that. Maybe if we had like anyway.
Gosh.
But anyway, glad you like this album. I love it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Also drop a comment and let us know what's your favorite song from Frank Ocean's Blonde album. Turn on your post notifications so you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And if you like our videos but you want to see the uncut, unedited reaction videos, then consider checking out our Patreon, because there's a bunch of cool stuff there and you might like it. So thank you so much to all our patrons. Thanks to all of our subscribers, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.